Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Beverly here. In today's tutorial, I created this dark, dramatic, smoky eye with a glitter crease, and I used the Laura Lee Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed my NARS concealer and I just used that as a primer. So I applied it all over my eyelid, went in with a damp beauty sponge to blend it out, and then I set it with some translucent powder, and that just helps our eyeshadows to blend easily. So I'm going in with the Nudie Patootie palette by Laura Lee Los Angeles, and as you guys probably know, this is one of my favorite palettes right now. I highly recommend it. All the colors are super pigmented, and this is not sponsored at all. I just really love the palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So the first shade that I'm going in with is the shade Stark. And I'm just going to be using that as a brow bone highlight. So I'm going to be applying it to my brow bone. And it adds a really nice glow. Next, I'm picking up the shade Undressed and a fluffier brush. And I'm just going in back and forth motions in the crease. And this is just going to be our transition shade. Next, I'm taking the shade Nakey, which is this really dark matte brown eyeshadow, and I'm taking a defined angled brush, and I'm just going to be drawing a line above my actual crease. Drawing it above your actual crease is really going to help for the eyeshadow to not transfer when you open up your eye, and using a small defined brush like the one that I'm using is going to help you have control over the eyeshadow, and especially if you're the type of person that takes the eyeshadow up too far. And next, I'm going back into the shade Undressed and a fluffier brush, and I just really diffused that line. And then I went back in with my NARS concealer to really clean up the lid space. Some of you guys asked me if it would make a difference if you didn't do this step, and it honestly does make a big difference because it just acts as a good base for the shadow, and I feel that the shadow applies more pigmented when you do this step. And I went in with some translucent powder to set it in place. Next, I'm going into the shade Butt Naked, which is this light brown matte shade. And I'm taking a flat brush, and I'm just going to be buffing that on the inner and outer corner, starting to create our halo. Next, I'm going back into the shade Nakey, and I'm taking a smaller pencil brush, and I'm just going to be focusing this on the very inner and outer corners only. Next, I'm going into the shade Undercover, and I just applied that to the very center of my eyelid. And you could also go back in with that matte brown shade and go over the edges to make it even more blended. Next, I went in with my Violet Voss Jerry glitter and my NYX glitter primer, and I'm just going to be applying the two to the very center of my eyelid in the crease. And I'm taking a really small defined angled brush to do this step. Next, I'm taking my Sofie Bella lashes in the style Jamaica, and that's what I'm going to be wearing for this look. I didn't want to get a lash that was too dramatic that's just going to cover up the look that we just did. So I went with Jamaica because it's natural, but yet still, you know, suitable for this dramatic look. I went back in with the shade Stark and applied that to my inner tear duct, and then I used my LA Girl black pencil in my waterline. Next, I took the shade Strip from the palette, and I just applied that all over my lower lash line. And then I went back in with the darkest matte brown shadow, and I just applied that really close to my lash line. And I went back in with the shade Strip to blend everything out, and then I went in with my lower lash mascara, and this is the finished eye look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.